Hello everyone, I'm Twilight Guardian. I'd always wanted to learn a second language. I remember a time, just as I was starting school, I romanticized learning French. Being a Canadian child, French was everywhere in media. A second language was always something I'd been interested in having. Unfortunately for me, my father wouldn't allow my mom to enroll me in the Francophone school, so I settled for excitedly longing for the year I was old enough to take a class. Subsequently, when I did, the difficulty I experienced killed a lot of my love for French. Needless to say, the only thing I remember about the one semester I took of it was how to greet someone for the first time. I love anime, and to an extent, Japanese culture and history. I got into anime when a friend introduced me to the concept at the age of 11, though I'd later realized I watched anime long before that. At the time, they were just cartoons. Naturally, riding along with my newfound Japanese obsession came my desire to learn Japanese and visit, and possibly live in, Japan. Now, I grew up in a small town. We didn't have big fancy school programs like a lot of you do in the big cities, with all these extra language courses and all that. Any language that you wanted to learn had to be French, or you had to find some other creative ways to learn the language of your choice. Not only that, but this was the early 2000s. We had baby internet. Funny enough, being your typical otaku helped me learn some basic Japanese. Reading fanfiction of the day helped me learn a surprising number of words cringily inserted into an otherwise English story. Repetition and exposure helps. While a lot of people would make fun of otaku, possibly doing the same thing in real life or online, these words are the ones that are best and most easily ingrained in my memory. Time passed, I graduated high school, and was still an otaku. But I never made any progress with my learning Japanese, despite actually wanting to learn. I had no idea how to go about learning a language, so I didn't do so well. I interacted with a lot of people online, took interests in other things, but I still wanted to have a second language under my belt. I had a few choices at this point. Should I learn Swedish, having a few friends from Sweden? Should I learn French, the official second language of my country? Maybe German, as it is a language that is ridiculously similar to English. So similar to the point where I could understand my friend using basic German sentences with little difficulty. Gaelic was also something I could pursue, whether it be Welsh or Irish. Or should I try to learn Japanese, a language that I already know roughly 100 words of, and in comparison to every other, I at least had my foot in the door? But where to start? The internet wasn't so baby anymore, being the 2010s. I started to try and learn in earnest while on leave of my college due to an injury. Since then, it's been a bumpy road with stops and starts. But now that I feel ready, I feel like I really want to go on this journey and finish it. The Japanese tools and websites I'll be using are Wanikani, Textfuku, Eto when it finally comes out, Taikim, Rosetta Stone, Introduction to Japanese, Beginner's Japanese, Japanese Pod 101, and Memrise. I may also dabble in Fluent U and Obenkyo. I'll try out other things if I can get my hands on them. I won't be using Anki because it doesn't feel like it would be beneficial to how I learn. I'll also be playing Japanese app games to help my learning. If you have any other suggestions, I'd be happy to take a look. This is going to be a journal of sorts as I go through my journey learning Japanese. Thank you for following me through this journey, by the way. Please let me know if you're also learning, where you're at, or if you're learning a different language. Please also subscribe if you are interested in following me through this, and hopefully we will learn together.